Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I will be doing an oracle card reading for the week of May 9th through May 15th, 2021. If you happen to stumble across this or if this is your first viewing of my channel and you'd like to go through some of the other videos as well, anytime you stumble across the videos or the channel in general and the guidance feels relevant, then it is relevant for you. So while we are doing this for the week of May 9th through the 15th for the collective energy, it is always also relevant outside that time frame. So this week I thought we would do just the 7-card weekly energetic forecast that we've been doing using the Oracle of the Unicorns. And then I am going to draw one kind of overarching crystal energy for the week using this crystal deck number 6 from healingcrystals.com. So let's start with the crystal energy. We do have a new moon in Taurus on May 11th, I believe, Pacific time anyway. It's kind of middle of the night, May 11th, May 12th. So that would be Tuesday going into Wednesday morning is when we have that new moon. My weekly disclaimer that I am not knowledgeable about astrology, but I do follow the moon cycles. I know this one is in Taurus, so, do some research about how that will affect you in your sign. It tends to, what comes to mind for me just intuitively is that it's kind of an energy of stability, or maybe taking a little break, which is interesting given that it's the week of a new moon, which is the energy of creation. So we'll see how this unfolds with the oracle cards. So the crystal energy we have guiding us this week is bronzite, which is interesting. That's a very earthy kind of metal, not a traditional mineral or crystal. So it is a mineral, but it's more of a metallic grounding kind of energy, a very stable energy, which I was just mentioning with that Taurus energy and the new moon. So bronzite can connect and balance all the 7 main physical chakras on the body. The mantra you can work with this week, or the affirmation you can work with to connect with bronzite, is I send out loving, thoughtful energy and I receive the same in return. So I really like that, especially for the time of a new moon, where what we are putting out is exponentially magnified as far as what we're getting back. So this is that kind of golden rule about do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I send out loving, thoughtful energy and I receive the same in return. The 3 keywords for bronzite that you can work with this week are self-control, certainty, and action. So really kind of perfect for that Taurus new moon energy. We have the action energy of the new moon, that creation, manifestation energy, but we have self-control and we have certainty, which kind of connects to the energy of stability, that Taurus energy. So that's the crystal energy we're working with this week as a group. And then let's go ahead and I'll draw 7 of the Unicorn Oracle cards, and then we'll talk about those one by one for each day this week. Okay, so let's see what we have, and let's start with Sunday, May 9th. So we have the Sanctuary card. Oh, this is perfect. So Sanctuary, it reminds me very much of that, how I'm familiar with Taurus energy anyway. If you are into astrology, feel free, as always, to correct me or put your thoughts in the comments below. I always appreciate it. To me, Taurus is stable energy. That kind of rooted, earth-like, grounded bull energy. So that's how Taurus energy presents itself to me through the filter of my intuition, not through the filter of knowledge about astrology. So do feel free to leave comments or your thoughts about that. So Sunday we have the Sanctuary card, which to me is kind of that Taurus energy that's coming in. It's stability, it's taking a time out, it's withdrawing a little bit, getting out of that busy mode, even if it's just mental, even if you're not really that busy. Sometimes we have a lot of that mental chatter that makes us feel busy. So getting out of that busy mode mentally or physically getting out of that actually helps us focus on our next best action steps and make more viable progress than when we're just in busy mode. So reduce preoccupation is the message I'm getting starting into this week with Sunday. Reduce preoccupation. If you need to jot things down, make a list, leave notes for yourself on your cell phone about what you want to get done each day. This is really about kind of the mundane, like being organized. And once you get it down, you can get it out of your mind. So just getting out of busy mode is the message I keep getting. Getting out of preoccupation, getting out of busy mode really helps be more productive. So Sanctuary says take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on retreat. So there's our Sunday energy. So just trying to maybe get our week planned out so that we're not in busy mode this week, so that we're in productive, actionable mode this week. And then Monday, which is May 10th, we have the Flow card, which is really perfect. The Flow card says find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome, release your expectations. And oh goodness, what have we been talking about for the past weeks is detachment and surrendering the outcome. So this is absolutely confirmation that what we've been working on is still here and we are working on the right path. Flow says let go of strong attachments. Too much effort leads to exhaustion, not progress, which is kind of the message I was getting with this one. Being too much in the mental body leads to preoccupation, which kind of cuts us off from the flow of forward movement. So this, again, reiterating that, letting go of attachments to outcomes. We don't want to work so hard that we're in exhaustion and can't take another step forward. So when you let go, you actually move into a space of allowance rather than a space of block. So really focusing on that as we move into that new moon energy. So this is Monday's card, really focusing on that energy of flow and detachment and just allowance. So then Tuesday, oh, this could not be more perfect. So Tuesday is the new moon and we get the prosperity card. So this says a gift of money is on its way. So this being very specific that it has to do with financial prosperity. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So this is on the new moon. Again, this has the energy of letting go of worry, letting go of impatience, letting go of attachment to outcome, because those hinder the flow of what can come to you. We as humans have a limited perspective. Even when we are consciously trying to see things from a higher perspective, it's still limited. So by detaching from the outcome, we let go of the parameters that kind of box us in as humans, and we go with the flow and we allow anything that the universe or spirit or the divine or our higher self, however you want to look at that, higher vibrational energy wants to send to us. And this card does say financial abundance, but it has to do with everything. It can just be guidance. If you've been feeling blocked, if you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling stuck in general, then being open to this flow of prosperity can bring helpful people in. It can bring guidance from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from angels, from ascended masters, from higher vibrational beings, whatever that may be. If you are in seeking mode right now, it is imperative that you be open to the flow rather than attached to a specific outcome that you have come up with your limited human experience. So really, this energy of prosperity, it does focus on the financial, which is great because it is the new moon energy. So it is the energy of creation and the energy that you're bringing in. So for many of you watching, it may have to do with an increase in finances, maybe getting more work, that sort of thing. But for others who are working on something or trying to draw something else into their experience, this has to do with being open to everything, even if that everything is just guidance and wisdom. So there is our prosperity card for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, which is May 12th, we have the freedom card. So that's perfect. How this is unfolding is perfect. So freedom kind of says, have you been making yourself small, or have you been making your wishes small because you feel like you don't deserve them, or you feel like maybe you're not good enough, you're not educated enough, you're not knowledgeable enough, you're not this, you're not this, you're not that. And this says, freedom says you are worthy of everything. Just by virtue of being here, you are worthy of being here. And while you're here, the goal is for your experience to be as enjoyable as possible. So, don't make yourself smaller. Don't minimize your wants in order to make others feel better or because you feel you're undeserving. Those things are not true. False information. This is about connecting. This freedom energy is about connecting with your big self. So, if there were no boxes, if there were no parameters, if you believed everything was available to you, what would you want? So just really, this is the perfect time to write this stuff out, connect with this stuff. Don't let it scare you. You don't even have to do anything with this information right now. We're just connecting with it. We're just opening up the flow so that it can start to move forward and start to move to you into your experience. So freedom says live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. So again, the message I'm getting is this is about connecting with your big self, your big dreams. What is it I want if there are no boxes around me? If I believed I could have anything, what would that anything look like? So then Thursday, which is May 13th, we have the friendship card. So this is kind of about connection again. We've been so disconnected for so long because of the pandemic and social isolation and restriction that, friendships may have gone by the wayside. This is about reconnecting in whatever way you're able to. And feeling that freedom to connect with people who are like-minded. It says, seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. So it's interesting, we start the week with this sanctuary card, which is really about spending time in isolation, alone, in order to get clear, to let go of that mental chatter, to get clear on what it is we want. So then as we move toward the end of the week and we get clear on what we want, we are ready to draw people into our experience that are supportive and helpful in allowing us to move forward on the path that we want. So the friendship card is about those helpful people that I always talk about that we draw into our experience just by being open to it, by being allowing and saying, what I really would like right now is someone to support me on my spiritual journey. I feel like I'm having this kind of awakening and I don't really know what to do with it. So maybe I need a mentor or a teacher or some guidance from a reader or whatever it is, or just a friend to be supportive of me, somebody non-judgmental. Put it out there. Allow it to be drawn into your experience. You'll be amazed when you open yourself up to helpful people, the people that come into your experience. So this friendship card is just about connection, about those helpful people that are always out there. This is about conversations and laughing together. Also, the message I'm getting is pay attention to things you should say yes to this week, especially this week. They could lead to networking or, friendships, connections, whatever that may be. Things that you might usually say no, and you might just go home. Pay attention to things maybe you should say yes to this week. If an idea pops in or it pops in repetitively into your consciousness, consider saying yes to things this week that you might normally opt out of, is the message I'm getting. So it can help you connect with people. Laughing also, I'm getting the message that laughing is really important, especially this week when we're in the energy of creation. So laughing is one of the easiest ways to get in alignment, is what Spirit has told me over and over again. Like, they show me always that our emotions are kind of this totem pole, of moving up from sadness through anger, through grief, through depression, to neutrality, to happiness, to alignment. There's this kind of totem pole we work our way up. And so laughter is one of the easiest ways to move yourself up that totem pole. So if it's a friend that makes you laugh, maybe calling them, maybe having lunch with them, maybe going for a walk with them, getting outside in nature is always kind of like bonus points. But also, if you're not feeling like being around people, that's fine. Watch a movie that you think is absolutely hysterical and makes you laugh out loud. That is one of the easiest ways to raise the vibration. And when you raise the vibration, you become more in alignment with what you want to draw into your experience. So you bring in more of that good energy. So there's our friendship energy, our connection energy. And that's for Thursday. And then Friday, we have the Innocence card, which is the cutest card. It says, take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. So this is just kind of reiterating the energies we've been through so far this week. This is about that friendship card. Do you remember when you were young how easy it was to make friends? And now it's like, I don't know how to connect with people. So it's kind of about connecting with that inner child energy and just kind of saying yes to things that maybe we wouldn't normally. Maybe something will come out of it. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just be a fun experience. But this is about that friendship energy and the freedom energy, living wild and free. When we were kids, we didn't, most of the time, have such a sense of responsibility. We weren't weighted down by the world most of the time. So this is about reconnecting with that inner child, or the ideal inner child that was there before there was any trauma introduced into our lives. So this is about connecting to the way back energy, and connecting with play and laughter and allowing that to come in, allowing that energy of innocence to come in, and knowing that we are safe and supported. So that's our Friday energy. And then, but I have to pull that back out. Look how cute that tiny unicorn is. And then Saturday, which is May 15th. Oh, it's the rebirth energy. So this is absolutely perfect. It's like we've worked through this full circle from the beginning of the week. Rebirth on Saturday is about letting go of our old stories and connecting to that freedom energy that we're working with this week. So this is perfect. Reinvent yourself. Give life to your dreams. Create a new reality. And this is just a reminder, a reiteration that we have the ability to do that at any given moment in our lives. We can start over. Any moment, any second of any day, we can start over. We have the ability to do that. We're supposed to do that. If things are not pleasing to us, if we are not enjoying our experience, if we are not finding it fulfilling, it is not moving us forward on our path, we feel stagnant, we feel lost, then it's time for a rebirth. So this is about rewriting our story, letting go of our old stories, the things we said we were. I can't do this because of this. I can't do that because of this. This is time to let go of that. This is about detaching from the outcome, being in the energy of flow, all of the things we've talked about so far this week. It is time for a rebirth. It is time to reinvent yourself, give life to your big dream, and create your new reality. So that's how we wind up this week of May 9th through the 15th. Happy new moon. I hope you all enjoy this energy that's coming in, and I will see you all next week.